Welcome to Tales from the Tabletop, the show where we tell tales from our time with tabletop games.
Yep, that's how the show works, I guess.
What do you got for us today, Sean?
Well, today I have a story revolving once again around my character, Matthias Armando. Of course, when is it not revolved around him? So for a little bit of context for Matthias, at the start of our 6-year running campaign, he was accused of a crime that he did not commit in his hometown. And for the rest of the campaign, he was a fugitive of his hometown. If you want to learn more about that, we got an episode all about what happened to him. But by the time this story takes place, it's been about 5 or 6 years since the beginning of the campaign. In game time, it's been like 15 or 20 years. Right?
Because we have time skips and stuff like that.
The party is heading to Matthias's hometown. Do you remember why they were heading there?
Because Matthias received a letter from his father telling him that he needs to come back home. I believe it was because he wanted to offer the throne to Matthias. Because they live in a kingdom. His father is the kind of king of the area.
It's like kind of a port city, so there's like a docks area to enter.
There's Warforged blocking the entrance.
And we know Warforged to be allies of Brightwall, which are like bad guys, basically.
Bad guys which the party has a very bad reputation with. They are basically wanted fugitives.
Yes. So my goal as Matthias is to get into the city and talk to my dad.
At the kingdom, nonetheless, the castle.
Yeah. So I'm coming up with plans, and I know it's docks area, so I'm thinking maybe I can find some kind of like sewer that I could go through. So what Matthias does is he goes into the water and starts swimming. Yeah, I think the rest of the party teleported.
Okay. But for some reason you did not.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was probably coming up with ideas before they teleported.
Right.
So I'm swimming in the water, and I do find a sewage pipe, which I'm swimming through. It's murky, it's muddy. You described my vision getting worse and worse. I can barely, see through this like dirty water. And I'm just swimming through trying to find some air and get up. All this leads to me emerging from some old guy's toilet inside the city. I think he was about to take number 2.
Yeah. You know what was funny about that sequence is I described you swimming through it, and then I cut away to the rest of the party, and then we later cut back to you, and that's when you emerged.
Yeah.
Nobody saw that coming for some reason.
That was pretty funny. And I was like, all right, I've reduced myself to this.
Yep.
Swimming in someone's toilet water.
Nonetheless, the old guy, I assume, freaked out.
And I was just like, oh, sorry, my bad. And I got the frick out of there. Next step is to go to the 𝐂𝐧𝐭𝐚𝐜𝐭 Keep.
Yeah.
Where my dad is supposedly welcoming me with open arms. So I'm like, all right, let's do this. Let's make some amends. My character hasn't talked to his father in a very, very long time. So now is the time. Not that he wants to be like king of the area or anything. He doesn't. He just wants some closure, I think.
Yeah.
For his family. So the party approaches the keep after they regroup, and Matthias tries to conceal the fact that he's covered in toilet water.
Yep. He probably has some diseases and infections from that little trip.
Probably. So I pronounce myself Matthias Armando, set to talk to my father, Troy Armando, and I'm immediately arrested.
They get some shackles ready for you. And you have to decide whether or not you're going to offer yourself up for arrest or if you're going to run away.
Yeah. I think I was just genuinely curious what would happen.
Yeah.
Like, are they going to execute me? Are they going to put me up for trial? I'm just curious.
And the rest of the party is like, what the frick?
So I give myself up to be arrested.
I remember Man's like, what are you doing, Matthias?
Yeah. I think Matthias wanted the business with his family just to be done with. So it's like, all right, we're settling this today.
Yeah, well, you get to your prison cell, they throw you in. and you hear from the other cell right next to yours the voice of your father, and another cell right next to you. So you did end up getting that conversation you wanted with them.
Yeah.
Not in the way you'd expect them.
So,
And that's when you learn that Brightwall is in control of 𝐂𝐧𝐭 at the moment. Medusa is at the head of the location.
I think it's Medusa who comes to interrogate me.
Yeah.
A few times.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I don't give her anything because obviously, why would I? I am plotting my escape to hopefully bring my father with me on an escape plan.
Now here's the thing: is Medusa has to also go through the steps of a trial, some bureaucratic baloney. So you're going to have to go through a trial before you can be put away for life. So I had a lot prepped for that. I had a few lawyers that you could choose from.
That sounds awesome.
All of them developed a little bit and whatnot.
That sounds really funny.
You were planning your escape. The party was also planning to break you out.
And I'm like, the party's probably trying to escape or rescue me. I'm gonna do it before they can.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember how I escaped?
I don't.
I think I drew a guard close to the cage and like knocked him out.
I know you tried to sneak some lockpicks in your boot, but you failed the roll.
So somehow I like get out of my cell.
Yeah.
And like am able to unlock my dad as well from his cell.
Mm-hmm.
And we are on.
He reluctantly agrees to join you.
We have to go get my stuff first.
Yeah, all of your
classic
equipment.
prison break stuff.
Yeah.
I have to run and open the chest with all my equipment, my loot, my swords.
It's hard not to put that chest in any of these types of scenarios.
Yeah. We get in a few scuffles on the way of just like me holding back guards with my sword.
Yeah.
I have to kill a few people, of course, naturally.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to go through like the main entrance because we're probably going to get caught.
Too many guards.
So we decide to jump through a window.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember it was funny about the window. My dad jumps through first. He jumps through and breaks the window. And then I decide to just jump through a separate window.
Yeah, instead of the one that's already broken.
Yeah. Which was
two broken windows right next to each other, father and son.
So we are running. We're out of the keep.
Mm-hmm.
We have to find a way out of the city. And I'm like, all right, Dad, listen. I got a way out of the city, but you're not going to like it.
Oh, I don't remember this.
You don't remember this?
No.
So I take my dad back to the old man's house. And we go into his toilet.
What was the old man's reaction?
I don't remember. I think we just ran by.
It must have been a big, like, toilet.
Yeah.
If you can fit through it.
It must be. So we swam through his toilet to get out. And then we, like, regroup outside of the city.
And then the rest of the party is like, Matthias, I thought you were under arrest. We were planning an escape for you.
And eventually my character does reconcile with his father.
Mm-hmm.
And he is a big part of Matthias' character arc. And the dad actually became a kind of recurring NPC for the rest of that.
Yeah, the rest of that arc. So the note that he originally received was not from his dad.
Yeah.
It was a lie to try to get Matthias into the city so they could arrest him.
Yeah. I knew there was a risk. If I'm going back to my hometown, then I'm going to get arrested, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the toilet story. Hope you enjoyed that one.
The toilet story, is that where we're dubbing it now?
Yeah. All right, thanks for watching. If you want to see more Tales from the Tabletop, we have a few more episodes on the channel. You want to see us play an actual RPG, we got a few actual plays on the channel. So take your pick and subscribe for more videos.